The debris of war, 450 acres of it, the biggest scrapyard in the world, and one of the monuments the Americans will leave behind as they pull out of Vietnam. Through the property disposal areas here at Ho Nai outside Saigon and 3 other sites in Vietnam come all the surplus American war materials. The best are shipped back to the States or to American units elsewhere or to other countries under the American military aid program. The rest is sold, much of it simply as scrap metal, sawn up and neutered. At Ho Nai, they claim they're the only US government department to make a profit for the taxpayer. Last year, that profit was $5 million. More than 3,000 clients from 37 countries, including Britain, receive regular catalogues of the goods on offer. The stock changes rapidly. 300 lorry loads come in every day, and sealed bids are invited for each lot. Light metal is crushed into bales and sold to the locals by the ton, the foundation, perhaps, of a heavy industry for Vietnam. They say they have one of everything the war has produced in Ho Nai, although some of the items are hardly recognizable now. Away from the scrap, an incredible array of items that can be reused or scavenged for spare parts. Many of Saigon's sedan taxis came from here. Refits are cheap. The scrapyard gives a revealing insight into the American way of military life. Hundreds of ice-making machines and fridges in broken ranks. Fans turning eerily in the still heat. Pictures for the folk back home. The latest lurid paperbacks. Mobile homes. Now they all lie in the scrapyard, every movable fitting already abstracted by pilferers. And in the guarded warehouse, the war machine's recreational spin-offs. Just down the road from Hoi Nai, something else the Americans leave behind. The 50 million pound Long Binh army camp, recently handed over to the South Vietnamese army. In Saigon itself, the American presence has already faded from the city center. The Continental Shelf, it's known as locally, the terrace of the Continental Palace Hotel. Here, American officers entertained their guests. Here, Graham Greene wrote The Quiet American. Today, even the bar girls are taking office courses, ready for the day when the last not-so-quiet American leaves. The last legacy of the French rule in Saigon, the Renault taxis, nearly all more than 20 years old. Safety rules say they can carry only 3 passengers. But apparently the same rules don't apply to the American mobile legacy, the Hondas, brought in their teeming thousands under an American import program. They can carry 4, and the age of the driver doesn't seem to matter. Or 5, for a family outing. Or, then again, 6. The local record is said to be 7 and a dog. And the motorcycle rickshaws can scoop up the rest by the bucketful. But the Hondas apart, Saigon seems already in retreat from the American military machine. Slowly, it's reverting to its colonial past, styled by the French. And the American presence has been junked, just like the scrap at the Ho Nai yard.